Hey guys, welcome back to Kiwanna's Kitchen. I'm Kiwanna. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kiwanna. In today's video, I'm going to share with you all on how you can make homemade honey butter buttermilk biscuits. Guys, this recipe is simple and these biscuits are delicious. So, without further ado, let's go. Okay, in my bowl here, I have a total of 5 cups of flour. I am making an extra large batch of buttermilk biscuits. My kids got another week out of school for spring break with this whole coronavirus thing going on. So I need to get stocked back up on my breakfast foods. I actually ran out of this like a week ago, but I just said I would make more when I got to it, so I guess now would be a better time than ever to go ahead and do that. So you guys see right here, I went on ahead and I sliced up myself, I sliced up 2 sticks of butter, and in here I do have my salt already. I went in with 1 teaspoon and a teaspoon and a half of salt. So again, you can adjust the ingredients to your liking, guys. What I'm showing you of how I make my biscuits, you don't necessarily have to do it that exact same way. Go ahead and adjust the ingredients to your liking. I will post the ingredients right here on the screen for you guys to have. So again, adjust the ingredients to your liking. So now I'm going in with my baking soda. I'm going in with a tablespoon and a half of baking soda. So I'm going to go ahead and just give this a good mix, and then I'm going to go in with my hand because I want that butter to be more smaller or finer than it is. I don't want it in big chunks. So again, I am going to go in with my hand. If you guys have a pastry cutter, you definitely can use that as well. But lately I've been doing the whole by hand thing, you know, so trust and believe I do have the kitchen gadgets, okay? I do have the kitchen gadgets. So now, like I said, I am going to go ahead and squeeze up that butter in my hand, mixing it with the baking powder and the salt. And I will show you guys the consistency that you're looking for once you finish with this or whatever. Once you get your butter squeezed or smaller to what you want, I will show you guys the consistency that you are looking for. Okay, so now you can see that my mixture here it looks like a cornmeal consistency. Well, that's what you want. And when you can pick up a batch and do that and it keep its shape like that, you guys are definitely ready for the next step. So this right here is what you are looking for, and then it'll just break up in your hand. But just go ahead, pick up a big handful of it, squeeze it as hard as you can, and that'll happen right there. Once that happens, you're ready for the next step. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a well in the middle of my batter here, or my dry mix. It's going to be, well, not really a batter, a dough. Okay, let's say dough mix. I made a well in the middle. So now we are going to go in with our buttermilk. And I'm adding in 1 cup. Now, here is the good stuff. This is some of my honey that I have canned. I'm going to add in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of this because I love when my biscuits kind of have that sweet and savory taste. So again, guys, I will post the recipe. Adjust the ingredients to your liking. So I'm just going to eyeball it. So now I'm going to take 4 fingers and just start to mix my dry mixture here with the wet, starting from the sides of the bowl. And then just go ahead and give it a good mix once you're in the middle. So this right here is what we're looking for. So what I'm going to do, we're going to get this spread out onto my sheet here, and we're going to knead it, and then we're going to start to cut out our biscuits. So now what I'm going to do, now that I got it combined, all of our ingredients combined, I'm going to put layers in it. And by doing that, I'm going to fold the ends in and just form layers. And once you do that, just go ahead and press it out. And then do it again. And you don't want to overwork your dough, okay? If you overwork your dough, you are going to end up with hard biscuits. Just a FYI. Do not overwork your dough. Now I am rolling out my biscuit dough, and then we are going to cut out some biscuits. And I'm going to show you guys of what I've been using lately to cut out my biscuits with. You don't necessarily need a biscuit cutter all the time. I'm going to show you guys of exactly how my grandmother cut her biscuits out, and it was not with a biscuit cutter. So now what I'm going to be using to cut my biscuits out is this right here. It is one of my 8-ounce mason jars, and we will get a nice sized biscuit. If you can see that size right there, we will get some nice sized biscuits by using this. Like I said, guys, you don't all the time or necessarily need a biscuit cutter all the time. You can use a glass that you drink out of. Yes, guys, because that hole at the top is perfect enough to give you a homemade biscuit, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead, and you want to go down and press hard because we are using a glass, and then come right back up. Do not go down and twist, okay? Because if you twist, you are sealing your biscuit and it is not going to rise. You want to go down and just press as hard as you can, and just press as hard as you can, and come up. That's it. Okay, so I got all of my biscuits cut out. I got a total of 24 biscuits out of that batch from using the 8-ounce mason jar that I showed you guys. If you guys go bigger than that, you'll probably end up with like 16, maybe 18 biscuits. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and brush my biscuits here with some buttermilk. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna give your biscuits that nice brown color that they need to have, in my opinion, when you are making buttermilk biscuits. And then what I'm gonna do before I get this into the oven, which I have set to 350, and once we get these in there, we're gonna bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes, or again, guys, when you see that they are nice and golden brown, or to the brownness that you're looking for. Everybody like different things, okay? So like I was saying, I'm gonna get these into the freezer to sit for about 10 minutes because I don't know if you knew, but biscuits like cold. This will give you nice fluffy biscuits once your biscuits are cold. So here are my biscuits here, guys, fresh out of the oven. You can see they have risen beautifully as well. Like I told you, I put them in the freezer for about 10 minutes before I got them into the oven. And that right there will help them in rising because, again, biscuits love when it's cold, cold, cold. Okay, so here in my cup, I have some melted butter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little honey to this butter, about a tablespoon or so. And then I'm going to give this a good mix, and I'm going to rub it all over my biscuits. And the butter is still warm enough to where the honey can just blend right in with it because I just heated this up in the microwave. And by them being warm, this is the best time to do it because that honey and that butter is just going to melt right on your biscuits, like go right down the sides and all of that. So when they first come out the oven is the best time to go ahead and go on with your honey butter, or your butter and your honey, or if you don't want to use honey, you can just use butter. That's totally up to you as well. But I promise you, if you mix honey with that butter, rub it on those biscuits, oh my God, really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and take one out for you guys. I am a middle person, okay? I don't know what it is. I just love going to the middle for my biscuit. So we're going to go ahead and take one out and show you guys of how flaky it looks. You guys see how flaky that is? And fluffy. That's why I said biscuits love cold, cold, cold. Once you make your biscuits, get them into your sheet, I promise you, if you put them back in the freezer, and let them sit for about 10-15 minutes before going in the oven. This right here is what you would get. I'm about to try to fall again. This right here is what you would get, a nice fluffy and flaky biscuit. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of open it up for you guys. I ain't going to even use that. And I'm just going to open it up so that you guys can see. I was eating some Flamin' Hots, guys. So, yeah, if you wondering why my finger is, like, pink still, yeah, guys, you already know how that go. Yes, I was eating some Flamin' Hots. So, look at that, guys. Homemade buttermilk biscuits. Want it? So I end up giving my kids that one. They saw me breaking it open, but I'm gonna go ahead and just take this out and just put it on here. And do you guys see that? How flaky it is? You guys remember how I was folding the dough? Put those layers in here, and that's the bottom of it. Nice, perfectly baked biscuits. And look at that. Perfect. So that's it for my video, guys, showing you how to make homemade honey butter buttermilk biscuits. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, please give my video a thumbs up because that helped my channel out a lot. Support my channel by subscribing. And until next time, you guys take care. Bye.